Fascinating fun facts about strawberries. A single strawberry carries around 200 seeds on its outer surface. The garden strawberry was accidentally crossbred in France, merging two American species. Strawberries are over 91% water, one of the most hydrating fruits on Earth. More than 600 cultivars exist worldwide, from tiny alpine species to luxury Japanese fruits. Not a true berry, the great botanical deception. The strawberry isn't technically a berry. True berries grow from a single ovary, which qualifies bananas, grapes, and tomatoes, but not the strawberry. What we eat is called a false fruit. The red flesh is the swollen base of the flower, not the fruit itself. The real fruits are those tiny yellow specks on the surface, each one a self-contained fruit with its own seed inside. Botanical anatomy at a glance. Red flesh equals swollen flower base. Yellow specks equals true fruits. Green cap equals sepals. White core equals pithy tissue. The strawberry shares this quirk with apples, pears, and rose hips, all of them fattening up their flower base to lure animals into spreading their seeds. This quirk puts the strawberry in a category alongside other false fruits, such as apples, pears, and rose hips, all of which share the same trick of fattening up their flower base to tempt animals and humans into spreading their seeds. Wild strawberries, the small, intensely flavored Fragaria vesca, have been gathered and eaten across Europe and Asia for thousands of years. Roman writers knew them well. The poet Virgil mentioned them in the Eclogues. And the naturalist Pliny the Elder included them in his encyclopedic Historia Naturalis in the 1st century AD. Roman physicians prescribed them for a remarkable range of ailments, everything from fevers and kidney stones to inflamed gums and halitosis. The juice was recommended as a face wash believed to lighten freckles and clear blemishes, a cosmetic use that would persist well into the Renaissance. Medieval European herbalists were equally enthusiastic. Physicians of the 13th and 14th centuries prescribed wild strawberry leaves as a tonic for digestive complaints, while the fruit itself was considered cooling and restorative, good for those suffering from what they called hot humors. Charles V of France had no fewer than 200 strawberry plants installed in the royal gardens at the Louvre around 1368, suggesting the fruit had by then achieved something of elite culinary status. Of all the strange episodes in strawberry history, none quite rivals the story of Madame Tallien, a celebrated beauty of post-revolutionary Paris. According to accounts of the period, she was so convinced of the skin-beautifying properties of strawberries that she regularly bathed in their juice. It is said she used around 22 pounds of strawberries per bath. Whether the practice genuinely improved her complexion or merely stained, everything in proximity is a matter of historical debate. But the anecdote speaks volumes about the strawberry's long-standing reputation as a cosmetic wonder. Joséphine de Beauharnais, Napoleon's famous first wife, is said to have been a devoted consumer of the fruit, cultivating prize varieties at Malmaison, her estate outside Paris. The birth of the modern strawberry. A happy accident. The large, juicy garden strawberry most of us know today, Fragaria times ananassa, did not exist before the 18th century. Its creation was essentially an accident of geography and imperial ambition. C. 1714 French spy, Amédée François Fraisier. Travels to Chile and Peru on behalf of Louis XIV, tasked with mapping Spanish colonial ports. He notices the enormous white strawberries cultivated by indigenous peoples, Fragaria chiloensis, and smuggles 5 plants back to France. C. 1740. The Chilean plants are grown near the smaller Virginia strawberry, Fragaria virginiana, which had been brought to Europe earlier. Cross-pollination occurs, almost certainly unintentionally, producing a new hybrid in Brittany Gardens. C. 1750s. The hybrid Fragaria times Ananassa is formally recognized. It inherits the Virginia strawberry's flavor intensity and the Chilean plant's remarkable size. Named for its faint pineapple scent, ananas being French for pineapple, it would go on to displace nearly every other cultivated strawberry in Europe. 19th century. Railways transformed the strawberry industry in Britain and France, allowing perishable fruit to reach urban markets quickly. The strawberry shifts from aristocratic luxury to a broadly popular seasonal treat. 1960s present. Breeding programs produce ever larger, firmer varieties designed for long-distance shipping. Critics argue this has come at the cost of flavor. Connoisseurs increasingly prize older, smaller fruited heritage and alpine varieties. Little-known uses, past and present. Beyond the bowl of cream or the summer tart, strawberries have been pressed into a surprisingly varied range of service across the centuries. Many of these uses have been largely forgotten. Others are currently undergoing a quiet revival. Teeth whitening. Renaissance-era beauty writers recommended rubbing fresh strawberry juice on the teeth and leaving it briefly before rinsing. The mild malic acid in strawberries does have a gentle whitening effect, a fact modern natural beauty enthusiasts have rediscovered, though dentists caution against overuse. The intense pigmentation of strawberries was exploited historically as a natural dye for textiles and inks. The deep red of crushed strawberries was used in illuminated manuscripts and domestic fabric coloring in medieval Europe. Mashed strawberry leaves and fruit were applied as a cooling poultice to minor burns, sunburn, and skin irritations. The leaves contained tannins with mild astringent properties, and this use persisted in European folk medicine well into the 19th century. Herbalists from the medieval period onward prescribed infusions of dried strawberry leaves as a tonic for the liver, a diuretic, and a remedy for diarrhea. Modern phytochemistry has confirmed that strawberry leaves contain ellagitannins, compounds with genuine anti-inflammatory and antioxidant activity. Strawberries featured prominently in the elaborate ritual gift-giving of European courts. Basketfuls of the season's first strawberries were frequently presented to monarchs and nobles as tokens of esteem, the ephemeral nature of the fruit adding to their perceived value. In medieval Christian iconography, the strawberry was a symbol of righteousness and good works. Because the plant grows close to the ground, flowers and fruit simultaneously, and requires no cultivation, it was seen as emblematic of humility and industry. It appears frequently in the margins of illuminated manuscripts and Flemish altarpieces. Crushed strawberries and water create a mildly acidic solution that changes color in the presence of alkaline substances, a rudimentary version of the litmus test. This property was noted by early chemists and occasionally exploited in informal laboratory settings. While natural strawberry fragrance is notoriously difficult to capture and stabilize, strawberry accord, a blend of synthetic esters mimicking the fruit's aroma, became a staple of commercial perfumery and flavoring in the 20th century. Part of what makes the strawberry so irresistible and so difficult to replicate artificially is the extraordinary complexity of its flavor and aroma profile. Scientists have identified over 350 distinct volatile chemical compounds that contribute to the strawberry's characteristic scent, though no single compound captures it accurately on its own. The dominant contributor is a compound called faraniol, also known as HDMF, which gives the strawberry its distinctive sweet, caramel-edged warmth. Alongside it, dozens of esters, aldehydes, and terpenes interact in ratios that shift depending on the variety, ripeness, growing conditions, and even the time of day the fruit was picked. Strawberries picked in warm afternoon sun tend to have a more pronounced aromatic profile than those gathered in the cool of the morning. This chemical complexity explains why artificially flavored strawberry products so rarely taste like the real thing. They typically rely on just a handful of synthetic esters. Pleasant enough, but a rough sketch of the original rather than a faithful portrait. Strawberries contain more vitamin C per 100 grams than oranges. A single cup of fresh strawberries provides approximately 149% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin C for an adult, making them one of the most potent dietary sources of the nutrient in the everyday fruit bowl. Strawberries around the world. Japan's luxury strawberry culture. Japan has turned the strawberry into high art. Varieties like White Jewel and Beijingheim sell for hundreds of euros per fruit, presented in lacquered gift boxes. Breeders obsess over symmetry, sugar levels, and aroma, growing each berry in climate-controlled greenhouses, sometimes suspending individual fruits to avoid blemishes. Britain's Wimbledon gets through around 28,000 kilograms of strawberries every tournament, a tradition stretching back to the 19th century. Strawberries and cream are now so embedded in the event that one is unimaginable without the other. The combination of tennis and strawberries dates back at least to the late 19th century, and the two have become so intertwined in British cultural imagination as to be essentially inseparable. Spain's Huelva supplies roughly a third of all European strawberries. Its mild winters and Atlantic microclimate allow harvesting from January, months ahead of the rest of Europe, making it the continent's undisputed strawberry capital, though its water consumption in a drought-prone region remains controversial. The heaviest strawberry ever recorded weighed 289 grams, roughly the weight of a large apple, and was grown in Israel in 2021, earning a Guinness World Record. It measured around 18 centimeters in length. Wild alpine strawberries, Fragaria vesca, are considered by many gourmands and chefs to be the finest tasting of all, intensely fragrant and concentrated, despite being a fraction of the size of commercial varieties. They are notoriously difficult to grow at scale and almost never found in supermarkets. Strawberry leaves have been used as a tea substitute in parts of Northern Europe and Russia, particularly during periods when true tea was expensive or unavailable. The infusion has a mild, slightly astringent flavor. The etymology of strawberry remains uncertain. The most widely accepted explanation links it to the Old English word strio-bearish, possibly referring to the plant's habit of sending out long runners, strewing or spreading itself across the ground. Others have suggested a connection to the practice of mulching beds with straw, though this is generally considered a folk etymology. Scientists are mapping the strawberry's complex genome. It has 8 copies of every chromosome to breed varieties that combine commercial durability with the flavor of heritage types. Plant geneticists are mapping the strawberry genome in detail. No small feat, as Fragaria ananassa has a complex octoploid genome with 8 copies of each chromosome, with the goal of breeding varieties that combine the disease resistance and shelf life required by commercial growers with the aromatic intensity that heritage varieties possess. Meanwhile, vertical farming companies are growing strawberries in climate-controlled indoor stacks, freed from the constraints of season and geography. Scientists have also begun investigating the pharmacological potential of compounds found in strawberries more rigorously, with particular interest in ellagic acid, a polyphenol found in both the fruit and leaves, and its potential role in anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer pathways. And the cultural prestige of the strawberry shows no signs of diminishing. If anything, the rise of farmers markets, heritage variety revivals, and nose-to-tail approaches to seasonal eating have deepened interest in the fruit's diversity, reminding a generation raised on uniform supermarket berries that the strawberry at its best is something far more complex and captivating than any plastic pun it suggests. Great having you here. Until next time, keep doing your thing, Michael Luxey.